In the forbidding cold of the North Sea, NATO is fully armed and on watch. For 3 days and 2 nights, we joined the crew of the Norwegian Navy Coast Guard ship Sortland.
With this lighthouse, we're cutting west and headed out to the oil fields.
A new NATO mission standing guard over the massive oil and gas fields here that keep Europe and Britain warm. It's a high priority. This exclusive video from the Norwegian Air Force shows Russian nuclear subs, ships, and fighter jets moving through and over these highly vulnerable waters between Norway and Scotland. Adrian Valanger is the ship's officer.
What we see out here is that there are Russian vessels that they're having weird sailing patterns that makes me suspicious.
And something else that Norwegian fast boats are now chasing down. What makes NATO and Norway awfully suspicious right now is the number of drones that have been flying over Norway's oil and gas platforms, even its refineries. If it is Russia, they have spent years surveying the landscape and they know precisely where all of Norway's vulnerabilities might be.
They come and suddenly they just disappear. They don't necessarily head back home to a mothership.
NATO warship Foxtrot 333, this is Whiskey 342, over.
We were there as NATO moved German, Spanish, and Dutch warships into Norway's largest gas fields. Norwegian Foreign Minister Annika Heltfeldt. How critical is Norway to the NATO alliance?
I think Norway is NATO in the north. But in case of a military attack against Norway, we are absolutely dependent on reinforcement from other NATO allies.
6 months after someone blew up the Nord Stream gas pipeline that ran from Russia to Germany, there are plenty of theories about who did it. Russia, Ukrainian sympathizers, Britain, the U.S., even Norway. Did Norway have any role at all in the attack on Nord Stream?
No, not at all. It's ridiculous.
Vladimir Putin has accused the U.S. and the West of the attack, claims the U.S. has dismissed. Back on our Norwegian patrol ship, heightened vigilance. It's not just the oil and gas platforms, it is also the undersea pipelines that carry oil and gas, and internet, data, and telecom lines stretching all the way across the Atlantic, and all of it potentially vulnerable to sabotage. Here on the North Sea, the global economy vulnerable to attack. Norway shares a 123-mile land border with Russia, and Norwegian leaders say the war in Ukraine has undermined any trust they had with Moscow, probably for decades to come. Guys, back to you.
All right, Tom, thank you.
Hey, thanks for watching. Don't miss the Today Show every weekday at 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 Pacific on our streaming channel, Today All Day. To watch, head to today.com/allday or click the link right here.